Good morning, Eastern Oregon, on this November the 2nd version of AM Live on EOA Live, your connection to Eastern Oregon. Whew.
What's up? It's Tuesday, second
It's-
Monday.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you, man?
I'm good. I'm a little tired. I'm recovering from the weekend. Let's just tell them about Cam Designs right off the top here. It's a
Okay.
full service sign shop out in Island City. They got that big CNC machine that'll go like, what is it, 5 inches deep, I think they said, on a wood sign. They do graphics for vehicles, wraps. They just expanded into hearth products as well. They do high-end wood stoves. Like lifetime stoves. And they're right out on the Island City Strip next to Walmart. Here's another picture of one of the beautiful signs that they've done, man. They're doing good work out there. And right now is the time of year where you're probably going to need your chimney cleaned. Like, act now. Call Cam Designs. I'm going to link them up here. I'm going to put their Facebook page up, and they're legit.
Yeah. Good people. Family-owned business. Just really good, honest folks. And Frank and Shasta, husband and wife team that put that together, and their kids. Riley is kind of their main guy, their son in the office that does a lot of the work and stuff. And so anyhow, yeah, really good people.
Anyhow.
Enjoying our relationship with them. So
yeah, absolutely. Hey, BC, why should you take an extra pair of socks when you're golfing?
Why?
In case you get a hole in one. Got it.
I'm still waking up, man.
Yeah, me too.
It's too early for those corny jokes.
I'm dragging today.
Yeah.
We have a big week ahead of us too. Tonight at 5:00, we're live streaming the girls' state soccer playoff game against Corbett from Community Stadium. If you guys don't have anything to do, go up there and support these girls, man. LHS soccer team, the girls team, they're legit. They're good.
Yeah. And it's a playoff game. And then Thursday night, we're streaming in the same location at 5 or 5:30, and it's a little unknown. It's probably going to be around 5:30. Is the Optimist All-Star game and the football, and that's made up of 5th and 6th graders. And we've never done an Optimist game before. It'll be kind of cool.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
And then finally on Friday, 6 p.m., LeGrand takes on Gladstone here, Community Stadium, playoff games, football. 6:00, live streamed right here on EOA Live on LeGrand High School athletics and activities, and probably the school district page too, huh?
Correct. Yeah. Yep. So it goes.
You'll find the soccer games in the same place. The soccer game will be in all the same places.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'll be on the mic tonight for the soccer game, but I don't know a lot of soccer term. That's a good through ball. Go.
Yeah, and there's no timeouts or anything in soccer. I mean, the clock just rolls, right? Yeah.
There's halftime though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just be blabbering. I'm not going to try to call it play-by-play. I don't even call football play-by-play. I like the way that we do football, though. I mean, I just sit there and chat with the people. The people like it. And, I mean, when I catch a name, I catch a name. If I don't, I don't. And they can, call it out if they see it. They're watching the same game as me.
Yeah. Well, and sometimes they do. Sometimes, that was number da-da-da-da-da. Yeah.
Yeah. It ends up, and I was talking about Siri Samsung, and she chimed in.
I know.
I didn't know she was watching.
So yeah, that game we streamed the Baker City LeGrand High School game on Friday in Baker City.
It was cold.
It was chilly, and the rain held out for the most part. We were under a cover, but man, there was a ton of engagement and a ton of viewers across. I think
All
I counted them
platforms.
after there was like 5 or 6 or 7 platforms, a ton. I mean, it was just, yeah.
And people were really engaged. It was the funnest broadcast I've ever done.
Yeah.
Like football wise, everybody was super engaged, and even the Baker people who were
right. And that's what made it very cool is that you did your best to call the game neutral, and I thought you did a pretty good job. And
that's hard too.
And for those of you that couldn't see, Dodsey had on his little computer, he had 3 different tabs open, and the 3 different tabs were all of our Facebook page, LeGrand School District or LeGrand Activities page, and then Bulldog Nation, their page.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And so then you were interacting with people as they commented. You would comment on their comments.
I'll do the same thing tonight for soccer if people want to get involved, and then Thursday and Friday for football. Yeah. On my sports show today, I'm having recently announced they thought she was going to come back for a COVID year, but she's going to go ahead and graduate and move on. EOU volleyball senior Jet Taylor today on the sports show, so that ought to be interesting.
And where's she moving on to? Do you know?
I have no. I mean, we just don't have her master's program, is what she told me in a text. So, she announced last Tuesday that she was gonna do it because senior night was Saturday, which I had to miss because I was on the road with the basketball team in Spokane.
Yeah. So talk about your weekend a little bit.
Oh man, it was crazy. It was emotionally draining. We had a blast though, man. Look at this. I mean, we played the number 1 team in the country, Gonzaga. We had a couple of serious injuries that kind of put a damper on the weekend, but outside of that, my God, I mean, here's the OU basketball's Preston Chandler boxing out an All-American, first-team All-American, Drew Timme. I mean, how often does an NAIA guy get to say that? Here's Ish Valdez boxing out probably the number 1 pick in the NBA draft this year and the number 1 freshman in his class, Chet Holmgren. And then here's my favorite picture from the game. I love this picture right here. This is Zane Wright. He's a senior, and he's shooting over a 7'1" Chet Holmgren. And he actually got that shot off. It did not get blocked.
I was going to say
he was still on the way up.
And it seems like there's an old picture of Wilt Chamberlain just like that. I mean, Wilt was about that tall. I think he was 7 feet.
Yeah, and this kid's 7'1" and his wingspan's like 7.5 feet.
See, that's craziness.
And then, of course, my favorite, my boy, Max McCullough. Yeah, right there. And I just like the essence of that picture, with the fans, with the Gonzaga guy in the background. I think he was getting ready to shoot a free throw right there.
Cool. And so you took a bunch of video and you're going to kind of put together kind of a travelogue thing of the weekend, right?
Yep. That's what I'm working on. Absolutely. It should be out in the next day or two. I got to get everything crammed together and get it edited, and we'll get it out. Let me thank all the sponsors real fast for that too. Side A Brewing, man. And I'm going to give these guys love on the soccer game and on the football. I'm just going to keep passing the love because they really helped us out with me being able to go there. Side A Brewing right here in LeGrand. That team down there, they're doing really good things. Their food is phenomenal. They have good beer from what I've heard. I don't drink, but I've heard their beer is phenomenal. And then B&K, man, Jake Hansen out there at B&K, and Bo Boston, everybody out there, the whole team, they're a bunch of good dudes. You go out there, you visit them, and it's like that hometown, it's fun to just go out there and hang out with the Junkyard Dog, man. It really is. And then Benchwarmers and Long Branch, Scarfo came through as well, man. And so go support these guys. That's the important thing. And then Reed and Associates. And I asked Kevin, I was like, what do you want me to say for you? And he said, well, the only thing that we're really worried about right now is Medicare insurance. So So talk a little bit about that, and so go see Reed Insurance for all your Reed Associates for all your insurance needs, man. They really helped out and came through for us, and that's a big thing. So for my sports show, they made it possible, and I got to ride with the team. I have like probably 16 hours of footage on camera total, and probably 700 pictures, I would imagine. And I spent the whole first half of the game in the locker room. So you can imagine, I mean, it was crazy. We got there, we went to we stayed at the Holiday Inn Express, which is like a castle. It almost looks like a castle right downtown Spokane, right by the school. And then when we got there, we had a meal that was catered from Old Spaghetti Factory. Everybody ate together. And then we got scooters and went for a little ride, because you can rent them little scooters, you know. You just swipe your card and it's like 39 cents a minute. And then we took most of the team and went on a walking tour of the campus. And this is at like 8 o'clock at night, 7:30. It's dark. There was a janitor in there, and he let us in. And he let us into to the kennel. And so we got some pictures in there. We got up, we had a nice breakfast, went down for shoot around at 10. During shoot around, I have one of the players wearing a GoPro for the entire shoot around, and that'll be part of the little documentary. And then they had a pregame meal right there at the stadium, because by the time 11 o'clock came, that's 2 hours to game time. There wasn't time to go anywhere. So pregame meal, and then let me thank Barry Henderson at Gonzaga. He helped out a lot. Like, he had everything set up for me, ready to go. And just Gonzaga, they're a class act. I mean, they're the number one team in the country, and everything was well taken care of. And it was phenomenal. It really was. And then the team gave me access to everything. And all the players were super, very willing to do whatever I said. I'm like, hey, pose for this picture, do that, and I tried not to impede too much. It was rare that I said, hey, let's do this. But when I did, they jumped all over it, and they were Coach Kemp, Q, Kobe Gardea, the coaches were phenomenal. They anything that I needed, they took care of me. So big ups to EOU men's hoops, EOU athletics, EOU, Gonzaga, everybody involved. It was a great experience.
That's cool. Fun for you, man.
Yeah, it really was. It was like one of those once in a lifetime type things. Being like right there on the court with the number one team in the nation. I mean, I was literally right next to our bench underneath the basket. Yeah. Like the best seat in the house.
Wow.
No wonder why dudes want to be photographers. Like sports photographers. You get the best seat in the house and you don't have to pay for it.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
So maybe should be my new profession. Maybe I should really learn how to take pictures. Because I mean, my pictures ain't that great, but hey, also be on the lookout, because my pictures are going to be in the Observer, I'm pretty sure too.
Cool.
Yeah, and they're gonna give us some credit for it. And I got a few. Davis is doing a write up on Coach Kemp, a write up on Chet, and then a write up on the team. And I sent him some pictures of Kemp, some pictures of Chet, and some pictures of the team. So I would imagine that there's going to be some EO Live pictures in the Observer today.
Cool.
Yeah, it should be cool.
Well, good, and you do a good job, man. You gotta.
I try, but basketball sports are hard, man.
Yes, they are.
People, the timing is weird. Like the sports that I know are a lot easier, but like soccer, sports that I don't know that well, and that don't stop. So sports that have resets are a lot easier, right? Because like football, there's a reset, right? There's no resets in soccer. They just keep moving constantly. Football, at least at the end of a down, they get into a huddle and they come up to the line, and then you can get some pictures when they're still. But soccer, they're just constantly moving. And basketball, most of the time they're moving, except for when they're shooting free throws.
Well, and in soccer, the ball can be from one end of the field to the other end in
It's so fast.
in 5 seconds. Yeah,
It's
boom.
so fast. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
crazy how fast it is.
Yeah. So you really have to have a camera with big lenses to get and be in a little bit of an elevated position for those kind of sports. So, yeah.
Hey, let us know who's watching and where you're watching from and all that.
Yeah, we want to hear from you.
We had something planned for today and it fell through the cracks this morning when we got here. So on Thursday we'll have Dana London on for a quick minute and we'll talk about their recent award that they got, and we'll just shoot it up with Dana a little. Should we do some weather? I think we forgot.
Well, you got going, man.
Yeah,
it's kind of drizzly out there.
I can talk a little.
Just a little?
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah.
You take the camera off me and I talk 10 times as much.
Yeah. I'm glad you're with us, Dana. I stopped out to see you the other day. I've done that twice. Keep missing you.
Hi, Aaron.
Here's the weather for today.
It is rain. Foggy areas, gloomy lunch, mostly cloudy. Partly sunny. Wait, partly sunny?
So maybe by the end of the day.
That's when about at the soccer game, but that's giving me false hope because look at the humidity, 81%.
Yeah.
That's false hope.
All right. And then tomorrow.
A little bit less chance of rain, right?
Yeah. Yep. In the 50s. Yeah, I think warmer. A little less chance of rain, I guess would be the way to say that. Yep.
Yeah, it's this time of year. Did everybody have a good Halloween too, by the way? I mean, so the game was on Halloween. Man, that place is crazy too, BC. That place is crazy.
Where at?
The Kennel. It was Halloween too. So the student section, it filled up at like 2 hours before the game. And they have a specially designed student section because they're so rowdy. They bounce so much, so it's like it gives. It was crazy.
You know, it's funny. I saw a video not too long ago of a bunch of soccer fans that were jumping.
Oh, and they broke through.
Yeah, and it
nobody got hurt.
I know. I didn't know if anybody got hurt or not, but yeah, that's I mean, they don't make those structures for people jumping in unison,
Well, they did it. They did this one.
Yeah, they do it. Yeah, they do it Gonzaga, but
yeah. and they do thunder like right before. You'll see it in the documentary. They do thunder right before the game, like right after they announce the Gonzaga players. They do thunder. And when they say thunder, they jump up and down twice. Thunder. And that whole place is it's you have to be there to really experience it, but you can really see it on the video that I took there. I mean, you just see them all bam, bam. And we're talking, 1,500, 2,000 students.
Yeah.
And
the place was jammed.
Oh, it was jam-packed for an exhibition game on a Sunday, Halloween. It is their first game of the year. They're the number one team in the country. I mean, that's what happens when you get to that status. Everybody wants tickets to their games. It was really hard to get tickets too.
So that's the first game. So the season is just starting. That's the first game of the year.
Yeah, they play LC State in another exhibition game, Gonzaga, on Friday. EOU travels to Whitman on Friday and plays Whitman in Walla Walla. So
we had 2 players that had serious injuries, right?
Yeah.
So, so Max and who's the other? And
then our point guard, Paul Pennington, dislocated his elbow.
That's right.
And chipped a bone. And then Max, we don't know for sure, but because hasn't been an MRI yet, but it looks like a pretty serious knee injury.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's kind of sad. So and then
Max is my dude too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And one of the guys had a cut on his head. I think I saw that picture, right?
Yeah, he caught an elbow late in the first half and got 5 stitches right. It's a boxer's cut. It's like right on the brow line. And yeah, it was a tough game. I mean, and I saw some comments on I saw a comment on the post of the pictures, and somebody was saying, well, EOU shouldn't have never taken that game. You know, it wasn't worth the money. And the reality of it is that could have happened anywhere. Max's injury was non-contact. It could have happened against any team. So, I mean, this was a once-in-a-lifetime experience for these guys. And trust me, I was there. You know, the injuries obviously put a somber mood on things, but these guys enjoyed it so much. Trust me, they loved it, and it was worth it 100%. Not the injuries, but those would have happened whether we were playing. You know, those could have happened if we were playing Blue Mountain Community College.
Right. And so, and I didn't. It took me a while to understand this. It's a little bit like so a lot of these EOU players will not, I mean, they're, you know, I mean, at the end of their college career, they'll go into the profession they've studied for, whatever it might be.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But they will forever be able to say, yeah, I played a game with
Chet Holmgren.
Yeah. And he's
Holmgren.
Yeah.
Like Mike Holmgren, Chet Holmgren. Holmgren.
Yeah. And so, there you go. And he'll, you know, who knows? Might be in the NBA for the next 20 years.
They got 5 guys on Gonzaga that will be in the NBA right now.
Wow. Seeing that's crazy. I mean, yeah. So it's, I mean, it's a little bit like being in musical theater and, you know, Brad Pitt is going to come in and play one of the parts or something to be like, yeah, I'm a nobody, but hey, I got to do a musical with Brad Pitt.
And the other thing is they'll get to say that they got to play Gonzaga when they were the number 1 team in the country in the kennel, sold out,
and it's great, and it's great exposure for EOU.
Absolutely,
great branding.
We're all over. We're all over national stuff right now.
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
So it's
people who didn't know who Eastern Oregon University even was. It's like, well, who is that? Wow, they're playing. Yeah. So,
and even though we lost by almost 60, we still didn't play that bad. We outshot them from 3. We outshot Gonzaga from 3-point line.
Huh.
We did. We had a higher percentage. And I mean, obviously they have, you know, some of the best players in the world. I mean, on that team. And here we are, an NAIA school that was picked like 6th in our conference, which is crazy because I have a really strong feeling that we're probably going to win or be in the top 2 or 3 of our conference. And we got to go play Gonzaga. I mean, it's crazy. It's cool. It really is.
Yeah. And does that happen? I mean, so Barry, is it Barry?
Yeah.
So he's an EOU graduate and he's the SID at Gonzaga. How does even something like that get arranged? Was it through just those kind of connections or what?
Well, I think it was more through, we have a former player from Gonzaga on our team right now.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. He played his freshman year at Gonzaga. And his brother-in-law is a Gonzaga graduate and a guy that you'll probably see in the NBA in the next couple of years. And so there's that connection plus the Barry connection. And we played Gonzaga in 2016. So Gonzaga was like probably in the top 10 at that time. But this is the first time EOU's ever played a number 1 NCAA Division I number 1 in any sport. It's crazy.
That is.
And it was cool.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
You ready to play a couple Would You Rathers, BC?
Yeah.
You sure? You don't sound too
I'm not sure, but yeah.
All right. Would you rather be in jail for 5 years? And you guys can answer this too.
Yeah.
Or in a coma for a decade. So prison or jail for 5 years or a coma for 10 years.
Oh, easy. Jail for 5 years.
You would?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, jail's tough, dude.
Well, yeah, but at least you could, you know, maintain your relationship with your family and somewhat, you know.
All right. Would you rather have a personal maid or a personal chef? Don't even say it. Don't say I already got a personal maid.
No, I would say personal chef because Tanya would enjoy that too. We would both, yeah.
All right. Would you rather hang out at a pool or a beach?
A beach, absolutely.
Me too.
Yeah.
Would you rather find a rat in your kitchen or a cockroach in your bed?
Oh wow. I would say probably rat in my kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, a cockroach in my bed. Yeah. So I tell you a
That
funny
would be
story.
rough.
So yeah, so I spent some time in Kansas City, and and put on my trousers had were laying on the floor, and I was put on my I got up in the morning and just need to put something on to run around the house, and pulled them on. And I felt like I had a stiff tag. That was the feeling I had, a stiff tag in the pants, but they weren't new pants. And so I peeled them off, shook it, couldn't see anything, and so finally I put my pants back on and look over there, and this big old cockroach is crawling across the bedroom floor. It's like, oh man, I got a thing about insects. It gave me the heebie-jeebies, I tell you.
When we were kids, one time we were traveling from California to Oregon. We were with my grandparents, my brother and I, and we stopped. The BP, the truck stops. We stopped at a BP, and we were drinking hot chocolate. And my brother drank his hot chocolate all the way down to the bottom, and in the bottom of the cup there was a cockroach.
Ooh.
Yeah, he freaked out. We were like 7 and 6 or something like that, and he just freaked out. All right. Would you rather get a paper cut every time you turn a page or bite your tongue every time you eat?
Paper cut.
Really? Paper cuts. How about paper cuts like right here?
Yeah. Every time you turn a page or every time you take a bite?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paper cut?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Would you rather hunt in order to eat meat? Would you rather have to hunt and butcher your own meat or never eat meat again?
Well, hunt and butcher. And
that takes a lot of time.
Yeah, it does. But that's probably, that's probably, I grew up in Wyoming, and that was we did that for years and years. When I was a young kid, I didn't have beef on a regular basis until I was, I don't know, a teenager. So
you can make it. You can make your own plug, Aaron. There you go.
That's this Saturday.
Yeah, November 7th. Yeah. What's up, Tyler? Julie? All right. So would you rather wear the same socks for a month or the same underwear for a week?
I'd say socks, probably.
Oh, your feet would be so foul.
They would, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's kind of like that. That reminds me of that old joke where they call everybody into the prison yard. We have good news today. Today, everyone gets to have new underwear. And everybody goes, yay! He goes like, you trade with you, you trade with you, you trade with
yeah. That's gross. Would you rather work an overtime shift with your annoying boss or spend a full day with your mother-in-law? I would say a setup.
I would say my mother-in-law for sure. Yeah, I'd spend a full day with my mom-in-law. Yeah.
What took so long to answer that?
Well, I was reading some of the comments that were coming in. So I have, it's again, it reminds me of an old joke. It's like mixed emotions is seeing your mother-in-law drive your new car off a cliff. I don't feel that way about my mom-in-law, but some people would.
All right. Would you rather travel the world for free for a year or have $50,000 to spend right now?
I'd say I guess it depends. I'd have to take Tanya. If it was the if it was the two of us, yeah, we'd travel the world free for a year.
Well, I
That'd be
mean, it
awesome.
didn't say would you and Tanya. It said travel the world for free for a year. For
I know,
just
but
you.
we got to negotiate. Okay, well, in that case, then
there's
it'd
no
be like,
negotiations on would you rather.
okay, and then that point, then yeah, I'd take the 50K right now. So,
Okay, would you rather spend the next year entirely alone or homeless with the people that you care about?
homeless.
Yeah, me too, no doubt.
Yeah.
Oh, would you rather forget your partner's birthday or your anniversary?
Birthday or anniversary?
Yeah.
I would say probably birthday.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, Julie. Homeless, yeah. Super sensitive taste buds or super sensitive hearing? What would you rather have?
Hearing.
Super sensitive hearing?
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Over
so.
taste buds?
Yeah.
I don't know about that for me, man. The hearing, that would give you headaches. I don't know. I don't know. No. All right. Would you rather clean up somebody's puke or their blood? Neither for me. I'm not touching either. No. No way. No. Those are the two things that I mean, the body fluids for me are out. That, hair, and feet. Nah.
I guess I would say probably puke.
Oh,
But you gotta
yeah.
but you gotta choose one or the other.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what
Well,
did you
then
choose?
I'm going puke. Yeah.
Okay.
Would you rather have fortune or fame?
Fortune.
You would?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody says money's the root of all evil. I say that's BS. You know, like money makes it makes you unhappy. I say that's BS, man. And I'm not even a real money person. I could care less, but the reality of it is money makes things easy.
Yeah, well, and I agree. And I don't I mean you and I experience enough people recognizing us that we don't know, and
Yeah.
how odd that is. Can you imagine being a
No.
Brad
No.
Pitt or someone, yeah, where everybody knows. I mean, yeah, I mean that kind of fame would get very old. I mean,
No wonder why they go off the deep end and sock them and flip out on them and do all that stuff.
yeah, you would just get, that would get very annoying, I think.
We'll do a couple more and then we'll get out of here. Would you rather be invisible or be able to fly?
Ooh, I'd say fly. I've always wanted to fly.
Not me. I'd rather be invisible. Although I think I asked this question to one of my guests, and she said that she'd be invisible. And I said, you'd be able to do some janky stuff if you were invisible. And she said, that's exactly why I want to be invisible.
She's just being honest.
Dana would rather fly. I'm afraid of heights. So you know what's funny, when we were at Gonzaga, we were crossing that bridge right there by the school over the river. And Max is afraid of heights too. And we were both like, there's these big rails on the walkway, and both of us had our hand just kind of touching the rail towards the road. Yeah, both of us. I was like, you all right? He's like, my knees are a little like, and I was like, me too. Don't worry, man. Like we ain't going down there. Don't worry.
That's funny.
Would you rather be Batman or Iron Man?
Which one's Iron Man?
Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. Red
okay,
suit.
so yeah. Oh yeah, okay.
I'd rather
Batman.
be.
Oh,
They're
Iron
both
Man,
rich.
sure.
They're both filthy rich.
Yeah, but Iron Man, like, he could fly. He had that suit, right?
Yeah, but Batman can fly too.
No, Batman.
I'm Batman. Julie says Batman. I'm going with Batman. Batman's more. Yeah, just I'm Batman for sure. Would you rather be rich working a job you hate or poor working a job you love?
Yeah, we're both in that last one. Poor in a job we love.
I'm fine with it. I have no problems with that.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, would you rather clean a toilet with your toothbrush or the floor with your tongue?
Oh, the toothbrush for sure.
You
But
still
I'm
have
not
to
used.
use the toothbrush.
No, I'm
I
not
mean
using that
it
toothbrush.
says your toothbrush, not a throwaway toothbrush. I'd rather not do either. Last one. Let's find a good one. Oh, okay. Would you rather have a permanent unibrow, like you can't get rid of it, or no eyebrows at all?
The unibrow for me.
You would? No, I'm going
Yeah.
no. I'm taking them off, man. I'm getting rid of the eyebrows. I'm not taking the unibrow. No way.
Well, yeah. This is the first time I've ever seen your eyebrows right there, ever.
It
Yeah, because they're never. I never see them because your like hat is always like.
there. I have hair, people.
Wow.
I really do.
I
It's
have
a
never
little
seen
bit
it.
gray, but there you go.
I've seldom seen the top of your head. There you
Yeah,
go.
I wear a hat all the time. Should we tell them about Cam
Yeah.
Designs
Yeah.
one more time?
Yep, let's do.
All right, so Cam Designs, Island City, right next to Walmart. The wood stoves, man, they have lifetime wood stoves, and they're like high end, good wood stoves. They make cool custom wood signs. They do vehicle wraps, and right now, I mean, you're gonna start using. People probably already have started using their chimneys. They have full chimney service, cleaning, inspection, parts, supplies. They can come out, give them a call, visit their Facebook page, and if you need anything from vehicle wraps to, like I said, chimney cleaning, Cam Designs right here, Island City Strip next to Walmart.
Yep.
Boom.
Good stuff.
Yeah, is that all we got? Oh no. I gotta do my ending.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I almost forgot, man. On this day, November 2nd, 1867, Harper's Bazaar magazine was founded. On this day, 1920, the first commercial radio station in the U.S., KDKA of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, began regular broadcasting. On this day in 1930, the DuPont company announced the first synthetic rubber. It was named Duprene. On this day was the Spruce Goose took flight. It was the plane's first and only flight, and it was nicknamed the Spruce Goose because of the white-gray color of the spruce used to build it. And the plane was never put into production. This happened in California, and it was in the air for 8 minutes.
And what year was that?
1947.
47.
On this day in 2001, 20 years ago, isn't this crazy? The animated movie Monsters, Inc. opened.
Wow.
It was the best debut ever for an animated film and the 6th best debut of all time. 2001, 21 years ago. Today's National Deviled Egg Day. So, hey, BC, I make these deviled eggs. So you boil your eggs, right? And so you guys better listen to this because this is a really good recipe. So listen close.
Okay.
Boil your eggs, cut them in half, take the yolks out, take the whites, put them on the smoker for 10 minutes. Okay. Put them on the smoker for 10 minutes. Take your yolks, little bit of mayonnaise, right?
Yeah.
Take some Mexican chorizo and cook it. Mexican chorizo stays nice and wet, right? Mix it in with your yolks. Put it back on. Pump it into your smoked egg whites. Put a little paprika on top. Boom.
Interesting.
Boom.
Sounds good.
Oh, it's so good. I call them red eggs. All right, so let's get to the song and the quote, and let's get out of here.
Okay.
Number one song, 1991, 30 years ago. Cream by Prince. Crazy, huh?
Yeah.
30 years ago, 1991. And then the quote for the day is from Elon Musk. Any product that has a manual to run, or any product that needs a manual to run, is already broken. I like that quote.
Wow.
You could put that to anything, right?
Yep.
You can put that to anything in life. Any product that needs a manual to run is already broken. Elon Musk. And he told the World Food, whatever, the Hunger if they can come up with a plan to help stop world hunger, he's giving them $6 billion. He said, if you guys can help, get a plan in place to end world hunger, I'll give you $6 billion. $6 billion is like 1% of what he's worth or something like that, or something. It's something stupid. Yeah. He's got plenty of money, because they said if people like Warren Buffett and Bill Gates and Elon Musk would just, give a little chunk of their money, we could end world hunger. And Elon Musk said back, well, hey, if you can come up with a plan to end world hunger and it's legit, I'll give you $6 billion.
Yeah, but $6 billion. I don't think he's worth over 100 billion. So that'd be 6%.
How much is he worth? Let's look it up.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think.
I think he's worth more than 100. He's worth almost 300 billion. BC. Billion. Wow. $292.6 billion US dollars.
So who's the number one?
Him.
Is he number one in the world?
Yeah.
And Bezos is, I wonder what. Yeah.
195.9 for Bezos, and Gates is 136.1. Bernard Arnault is 189.1.
Wow.
Oh, actually, let me rephrase that. As of 2 days ago, Elon Musk became the first person ever to be worth more than 300 billion.
Wow.
So that was as of a couple of days ago.
Okay. So that's crazy. So you're right.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. He's Can you imagine? Remember that a while back, like they used to say that if Bill Gates dropped $100, it would take him more time. He would make more money in that $100 than the time it took to pick it up.
Yeah, it is. But after a while, that money just continues making money. I mean, it just.
Oh yeah.
It just propels itself. So
yeah.
All righty. Well, hey,
tune in tonight, 5:00, LHS soccer playoff game against Corbett. And then my show today will have Jet Taylor, senior volleyball player, EOU. Thursday we'll have the Optimist game. Friday, LHS playoff, 6 p.m., right?
Yep.
6 p.m. We're playing Gladstone in the first round of the state playoffs. So let's get up there and support these boys, or at least watch it with me.
Yep. All righty. Thank you. We'll see you Thursday.
We're out.